when it came to Heroes of the Seven Seas, I was prepared for the worst. Trailers had shown a game with primitive PlayStation 2 style graphics, and reports of only an hour of gameplay were running rampant. But I have to say that, despite both claims turning out to be true, I enjoyed every minute of my mini pirate adventure. At a $7 price point, make sure your expectations are set properly. Heroes does indeed look like a PlayStation 2 game, but the simple geometry and textures made me a bit nostalgic and got me wondering what Dark Cloud or Sly Cooper would look like in VR. And while all locomotion on land is teleportation based, with the dreaded click turning, it's at sea where Heroes of the Seven Seas shows a glimmer of potential. And that potential is oddly familiar. Anyone who played Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag will feel right at home here on the water. Controlling the speed and the direction of your ship uses just the left analog stick, while aiming cannons feels like it was ripped straight out of Ubisoft's swashbuckling saga. And the further the story progresses, the more upgrades become available, which brings me to my first complaint. With such a solid foundation for a fun pirate game, why stop at an hour? I would have loved playing Heroes for another 4 or 5 hours, with more upgrades to discover, and a bigger, more robust story. Also, the first time you commandeer a ship is also the last, meaning the simple shoot the survivors minigame never gets repeated until the final boss battle. It's also worth noting that the game has VR blinders on by default. It's easy to turn them off in the quick menu, but you'll have to do it every single time you head out to sea. I mean, the developers can't be that scared of motion sickness, can they? Heroes of the Seven Seas isn't going to win any awards and probably has some of the worst voice acting this side of Marvel's. But at $7, it's far more fun than it has any right being. Not a bad way to kill an hour in VR.